to battle. We've done everything we needed. Perfect. 11,700 to the face. Take it, CHAZZ. Whew. Beautiful. So 9,400, and we got the UR. Not bad, dude. How's it going, guys? aRenG Live here, and today the new CHAZZ is back. What is he like? It says something about Ojama-less CHAZZ, but it's still the same old serious CHAZZ we've seen before, with maybe slight modifications. I mean, his rewards are, I guess, a little bit better. It looks like we got some new Ojama support and Arm Dragon stuff, which is alright, I guess. Not too great, but today we got a pretty interesting farm deck that we can use to take him on. Now, this is a modification of my Amazon farm deck, which I have used on a few other characters. I forget who, maybe Cyrus, I don't know, Zane maybe? I forget who I used this deck on, but I took it and I modified the crap out of it. I spent 3 hours modifying this deck just so it can counter serious CHAZZ. Now today we have that Amazoness Princess. So the main cards you're going to be needing in this deck are obviously at least one copy of Amazoness Princess, your Amazoness Queen, and one copy of Amazoness Onslaught. Those are the main, most important cards you're going to need. So we're running 3 copies of Princess because she's just really good. She helps the consistency of the deck, and she's just good. She's just good. That's all I can really say about her, dude. If you only have one copy of her, that's fine. We are running 3 copies of Transmodify in my older build. Actually, you see down here, you can see the history of my old build, how it shifted from what it used to be, where I used to use downbeat and all these like level 4s. Now we're using Transmodify and all these level 2s, so you can make your level 2s into level 3s. So there's still many ways that you can try to get your princess out, but we use Transmodify in this build, and we also use 3 copies of Amazoness Scouts. Amazoness Scouts are actually really good in this version, where pretty much on either player's turn they have the effect that they can tribute themselves and your monsters cannot be destroyed by I think card effects. So his spell card that destroys your stuff, his what is his name, dude? That dragon, the Arm Dragon level 5, they can't do anything. So it pretty much shuts them down pretty hard. So that's pretty good right there. 1 copy of Queen. Queen is your boss monster in the deck. She's really good. If there was 2 copies of Queen, I would run the 2nd copy instead of the next card, which is Destiny Hero Dasher. I looked forever for a card that would replace my Sangha, because Sangha, there are situations where if he does blow up your stuff late game, you will not be able to get monsters maybe fast enough, so you can tribute. So I opted out for a single tribute monster like Destiny Hero Dasher that you can get out easy, but with the option to tribute a monster for any effect. It doesn't matter the effect, but this guy's effect helps you out a bit. Also, Amazoness Scouts, if you do have one on the field, they can also activate their effect as well, so it doesn't really matter. There's multiple ways to get that 3rd monster off the field. 1 copy of Amazoness Trainee. You don't need Amazoness Trainee, but you can run her. That's the thing. Like, she also has this thing where she can constantly bounce his cards back into his deck, making his monster effects not activate. I don't know about his traps though. I think you can also replace her for maybe 1 copy of Sage, 1 copy of her, or Tiger. I think either of those can probably work. Maybe even a 2nd Baby Tiger. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I don't use her too often, but there's that. Like I said, 1 copy of Baby Tiger. Baby Tiger's pretty good. It's just there to pretty much give you extra fodder when it comes to the field. You don't really use it too often, but it does help out. So there's that. 1 copy of Double Summon. This is only for the last turn, so you can summon both your Gravekeeper's Vassal and Dasher in the same turn, so he doesn't blow up your Dasher or something. 2 copies of Uni Attack for the last turn shenanigans. 3 copies of Transmodify to get out your princess much easier. Remember, she's here for consistency. When you summon her, she pretty much adds that Amazoness Willpower and Amazoness Onslaught. You're going to want to go for Onslaught first, and then Willpower is really good for a late game, just in case. You never know, for whatever reason, maybe you didn't have a scout out on the field, and they killed your queen. She's dead. How are you going to get her back? You get her back with Amazoness Willpower, but you save it for the last turn. So that's where that comes in. So that's pretty good right there. And then, of course, the secret pass, just so we can attack directly. But that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just check him out. And here he is. We got Serious CHAZZ level 40. So we're going to look at his rewards right now. I have gotten, apparently, one. Like I said, I've been practicing this deck for a good 3 hours. So I've already gotten one copy of Oja Mandala. I hear it's an anime-only card, which is pretty cool. I did hear Jesse had a whole bunch of anime-exclusive cards coming for him, because apparently that's in his voice lines, but whatever. Right now we have this card, which is pay 1,000, then target one of each Ojama Green, Ojama Yellow, and Ojama Black in your grave, and special summon them, which is pretty awesome. I think that's pretty good. It's going to be really useful for Ojamas. It's also searchable by Ojama Blue, which is pretty good. I don't know, but I think another card did something similar. What was it, like Tri-White or something? Oja Match, I guess. And yeah, this is also another searchable card. I do not know what this card is. I don't even have it. It's a UR, so it must be pretty crazy. Oh, I think this is the one that lets you search an Ojama and Armed Dragon. It's like hybrid support, which is kind of interesting. But okay, I mean, fair enough. I still want to be able to use this, but I do have to level up CHAZZ to get his level 45 reward. And then there's the Armed Dragon level 10 in case you need it. You really don't, to be honest. You only need one copy of him. Even if you're gonna make a crazy deck for him, maybe 2 at most, but that's pretty much that. And then we have that Axe Dragon Newt, which is kind of another monster with a negative effect. So he's 2,000 attack, and when he attacks, he goes to defense. It actually is kind of bad, but whatever. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and take this bad boy on. Alright, and there he is. We got the CHAZZ coming up over here. So, let's hope we get a good opening hand, because this deck, to be 100% honest, can brick. This is actually a brick. This is a brick if I say so myself. I mean, it's not a brick, because we can still use Onslaught and Queen, and then maybe Willpower to bring her back when she does inevitably die. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it. This is not the ideal hand. This is actually not a good hand in any realm in the universe. This is not a good hand. But I am planning on doing this. Bam. Activate that real quick. If he does try to attack, we're going to go ahead and do this. So, I've never had a game where it starts off like this. So this is a rare, very rare situation. I've never summoned Amazoness Queen with Onslaught. Never. I've always gone for, what's their nuts, dude? The other girls. So right now, I can summon scouts. I can summon them. And I want to put them in defense. That's the thing. I will summon them. I'm willing to take some damage here. So, we're going to go ahead and end. Let me see if he's willing to risk a monster. Nope. He's not. He ain't willing to win. Alright, so whatever. Besides the awkward talking. Oh my god, I'm doing it now. So we're going to go ahead and summon Princess. Because one thing we can do right now is do this thing where we just attack. I mean, look at that. If you draw these two together, it still works. So that's pretty cool. I didn't even think that would happen. So let's go ahead and attack this 2,000 bad boy. Activate her effect. Let's get rid of the scouts. I'm only doing this because of reasons. And we're going to pull out the baby. Why did I do that? I'm honestly just thinning out the deck. You want to thin out your deck because we didn't get the searches for these 2 cards. So we're going to have to do some serious deck thinning right now. So, banish. We do not destroy a single monster in this deck. So all his traps, completely useless. All his monster effects, completely useless. Well, except for what's his nuts, who can actually activate. Now we cannot activate Transmodify on Baby Tiger. It does not work that way. It does not work that way because it is a beast and it needs to be a warrior, I believe. So that's just the thing. That's just the fact of life. Let's attack here. Activate her effect. That's the only reason I brought out Baby Tiger, was just so I can get rid of it. And now I guess I'll bring her out. We gotta thin the deck. We gotta thin the deck. He is not gonna be able to thin his deck at all. So, we pretty much got him for the time being. I'm hoping he doesn't activate his spell and destroy our stuff. At least until I can get my my grill out. Or the grills, the twins. Let's attack again. Right now, it's just a deck thinning game. So, let's do that. And bam. Now, there's only one left in deck. And I'm kind of okay with keeping them there. I don't know. I mean, I'll attack with her just for the lulz, but I kind of want to hold on to a scout. Or is that what they are? Scouts. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to scouts for a while. But now, we're going to draw... Ooh, princess. Alright, so... meaning, I can probably do other shenanigans right now. I can transmodify and thin out the deck further. And I will. Why not? Actually, that was probably a bad idea, to be honest. To be 100% honest, that was probably a bad idea. But I'm thinning out for that priestess, or princess, not priestess. I think that's another card in general, dude. So right now, if he... Nope, I was waiting for it, to be honest. I was waiting for him to activate the spell that destroys my stuff. I always forget the name of that card. I really do. It's actually really annoying. But let's battle. Attack. I think the worst thing that would have happened right there was if I lost, or if I went for all those plays, got rid of scouts, and then if I drew scouts while having princess on the field, I would not be able to summon them. So that would have kind of sucked. But right now we're good. Now pull these out of the deck and GG. We're all set, dude. And we are completely safe. At this point, we pretty much win. Once you have a field consisting of one princess, one queen, one scouts, you pretty much win. Because these three cards with Onslaught is pretty much gonna lock down your opponent. In general, they can't do anything about it. If you do want to eventually set a card, you can only set double summon. Only, and I mean only set doubles. I've lost games because I set something else, and then I can't go for Vassal on the last turn, because I can't double summon. So be careful with that. So right now, we're going to go ahead and keep battling. I'll hit him with the queen. Why not? Get banished. No deck thinning for you. Deck thinning is deck winning. And to be honest, that's pretty much the reason this deck is good. Lightning Vortex, he's actually using it. Look at him, dude. I've never had him use it while I've had the scouts. But let's go ahead and activate them. Bam. Now you got nothing. So now that happened. And you couldn't do anything about it. GG, dude. So how many cards we got? We've got 3 cards left in deck. I normally don't like wasting all my scouts because I want to have one backup at least. But for now, I mean, I could, I guess, summon Princess for just because. And then I'll save, basically, it's if he comes up with the strategy of summoning, what is it, Armed Dragon level 5, does he have it? He's got 2 of the level 3s in the grave, so he probably won't. But if he does, for whatever reason, Armed Dragon level 3, level up, Armed Dragon level 5, effective level 5, pitch level 10 or something to destroy my queen, I'll let him take her, and then I'll just, on the last turn, I'll activate Willpower. See, we've thought of every situation, so we are 100% safe. If he even wants to deal damage to me, it's fine, I don't really care. I mean, to be 100% safe, I can just switch these both to defense. And there you go. Now you have no reason to ever attack me, even if he does go for his Armed Dragon level 5. So, we're good. We're going to end. And at this point, I can discard Transmodify if I really want to. There's the Dasher I'm going to be needing eventually. And end. So, get out of my hand, dude. Get out of my hand. Okay, so he's setting a monster, meaning we are going to be needing that Secret Pass. Look at that Transmodify at the bottom of the deck. We don't really need it. So right now, we can start doing them last turn shenanigans. So start with that double summon. Starting with that double summon. Now in this situation, normally you'd be like, oh no, all I have is a single tribute monster and 2 monsters I need to get rid of so I can get both of these on the field. What am I gonna do? Actually, I really like Dasher for this reason. Because you can summon Dasher. And then Dasher's effect activates, getting rid of the princess. And if you had a scouts on the field, they could even tribute themselves. So you're not gonna lock up your stuff. So the deck is actually kind of perfect. Willpower is just here just in case your queen dies, but she's not dead, so we didn't need it. So now I can go ahead and Vassal. And look at that, perfect assortment of cards left in hand, except for that Transmodify, which we're not gonna use. So let's go ahead and do this, and what else? Power him up. And I think if you don't get the power up with this, not Decider, Dasher, if you don't get the power up with him, I think you're going to be slightly short of 10,000 damage. So another thing you can run is a field spell that powers up your monsters or something, if you really, really want. Like, if you don't always plan to go for Dasher's effect, but Dasher's effect's really good. So let's go ahead and enter battle. We've done everything we needed. Perfect. What is that? 11,700 to the face. Take it, CHAZZ. Woo! Beautiful. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check on our score. We should be getting about 9,300-ish, more or less. Thanks to the... Oh, actually, it might be different because I've never beat him with full life points. But let's go ahead and check it out. We do not want 3 last turn cards in our hand, dude. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's garbage. I might lose this duel. I've never had a hand that garbage. This is still kind of bad. Oh my god, dude. Why is it as soon as I record, it's just... No. It's terrible, dude. It's not good. Do I want to set these? I kind of don't, just in case I can go for, something next turn. Maybe I draw into a Transmodify, which I run 3 of. Very possible to use. So I think that's a new card that was added to him. And of course, I used Restart. I lose. I lose. It's as easy as that. Oh, wonderful, dude. Wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I think I might have done goof. I set the wrong card because I was an idiot. I'm supposed to set double summon, but for whatever reason, oh no, I messed up. I messed up. I messed up so bad right now, dude. I'm very disappointed in myself. All right, so let's see what we got. Also, we got that bonus, so 9,400, and we got the YuGiOh. Not bad, dude. We got Oja match already. It's a quick play, dude. Quick play spells they're just the best. So they're really good, and that's pretty much that. That is how you farm serious CHAZZ, I guess. Ojamaless CHAZZ, level 40 with Amazonis. I took a long time to make this deck, dude. It was torture. I fought him like a good 8 times to try to test it out accurately. Like I said earlier, the deck is not, and I'm gonna repeat, it's not 100% brick proof. You could get, like, you could see some bricks, but that's because I ended up throwing in double summon for the safety. You can also remove double summon and add maybe more Amazonis cards, and maybe that'll help out with a little bit less bricky. But whatever, that's pretty much it for today. And don't forget to join to become a member. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.